Hi guys, thanks for coming back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about Quadriga, the Canadian exchange, which apparently lost 190 million worth of Bitcoin. The founder died back in December of 2018 or so. That's what they say. So nobody actually knows. There are very suspicious things around his death. The things leading up to his death and so on, and it looks like probably it was just an exit scam. And in fact, many people are saying that he's not dead. I'm not here to argue on that because I really don't know. If anyone does know, probably eventually we were all gonna learn for sure. But in the meantime, it looks like the funds are moving. What's interesting about it is that from what I've been reading is one. The first thing very suspicious is that for the past 1 year or so, they've been trying to get some money from the bank in the range of about 20 to 30 million US dollars, and people haven't been able to withdraw their funds from the exchange because the exchange was saying that they don't have any money. But that was in the region of about 20-30 million, and now as the exchange gone down, they're saying that about 190 million are missing, and it makes you wonder, how come you couldn't pay that 20-30 million to the customer back pretty much the whole year, but all of us claiming you don't have any money, but now all of a sudden you're missing about nearly $200 million. So obviously that was a lie, it looks like. The other thing in regards to the founder, the CEO, he apparently died in India. He went there and was helping poor people, building something, I'm not exactly sure, an orphanage. But what's suspicious is that prior to going in there, apparently with the illness that he had, one would make you wonder, why would you go in a place like that? And there's nothing wrong with India, but just makes you wonder, in December, with the illness that you're aware of. But before going there, apparently he had done his will 2 weeks or so before he's going to India. He's done his will, and he passed away in India. Nobody really knows if that truly happened, but it also makes you wonder that if you have an illness, you're doing your will. And by the way, I can't 100% confirm this is things that I've read on the internet, but if that is true and you had your will done for whatever reason, going to India, why would one do its will? But let's assume he did his will. You have an illness, and also, why didn't you leave the key for the wallets of an exchange where customers, millions of dollars are worth, holding? Why didn't you just leave it, at least with your wife? I mean, let's be honest. Many of us have, let's say $100, $200, $1,000, whatever, and you still leave somewhere your seed key, your private key, whatever. You still leave them, and that guy, he has millions worth of dollars private keys apparently, and he doesn't leave them to anyone. It's very suspicious. But at the moment it looks like it's the missing crypto from Quadriga, 150 million disaster. Obviously the reports now vary, 150 million, 190 million, 200 million, doesn't matter. Obviously that would depend also about the Bitcoin price, the crypto price. Some reports say it's nearly 26,000 Bitcoins. But it's a huge amount of money. So on Saturday, CNN reported that Quadriga lost more than 190 million. His funds stored in both crypto and fiat. The CEO, who had sole control over user funds, passed away. Yes, you could look at it that way. That maybe but how would he know that he's gonna go to India and die in there, so he can steal these things? That's very suspicious in his own. But in strange turn of events, some industry experts have expressed skeptical towards the case, as wallet connected to the exchange hot wallet started to move. I'm not going to read the full article, but I'm going to put a link down below. But apparently now funds are moving, and this is why many experts and people in the industry are skeptical. And as a matter of fact, Jesse Powell, the CEO and co-founder of Kraken, he's been expressing some things, and about 18 hours ago he posted, "We have thousands of wallet addresses know to belong to QuadrigaCX and are investigating the bizarre and frankly unbelievable story of the founder's death and lost keys. I'm not normally calling for subpoenas, but if RCMPG police are looking into this, contact KrakenFX. It is definitely very suspicious. I mean, looking at the lead up and the events and everything, it's definitely very suspicious. And it's nice to see Jesse Powell, although he could have just stayed out of it and no bother with it. It has nothing to do with his exchange. But it's nice to see someone, in that position and with the knowledge he has, really trying to help out and possibly get this money back. Not for the Quadriga, even if the exchange goes down and never comes back, at least so the people can get their money back. Some are reporting they've lost, tens and thousands of dollars, calling it an exit scam, and obviously it does look an exit scam, because some are even saying that the death certificate that was presented in Canada, it could be forgery. And yes, it could be. Again, leading up all this, it could be definitely a forgery. Man, really sorry. So he does reply pretty much to everyone that is saying, dude, I lost 439,000. This person apparently lost nearly $500,000 US dollars, thanks to this Quadriga, to the founder of it. As far as I know, a death certificate has been produced by the Canadian funeral home. Who knows if it's legit? We also don't know if there were any witnesses or an autopsy or whatever. Any authorities in Canada have seen the body and verified identity. It is definitely very suspicious. Nobody truly know exactly what's happening. It looks like it was just prepared that way. It maybe it's been planned for over a year, especially with the fact that, as I mentioned already, with the 20-30 million that weren't paid back in the past 1 year or so to the customers. Maybe it was just being prepared. What's interesting as well is that the board of directors, which posted officially the message on the site, funny how they just let this loose cannon do whatever they want. I mean, how can you be board of directors and the people that working there really allow this person to have a control of all this, and nobody else really express any concern, try to do some backup, or I don't know, so just not allowing this to happen? It's very suspicious. But yes, he was the founder, and he is still the founder. Well, if he is dead, he was the founder, and yes, he could easily probably do whatever he wants, as he is the the founder and the CEO of the exchange. Let's hope that everything plays out to the best for the customers, and not to the founder or anybody else involved. Now, other things on Reddit, somebody is doing quite a long investigation. You can read it again. If you are interested, you probably are reading everything that comes out, but it looks like it pretty much is an exit scam. If you don't feel like reading the article here, the main conclusions that we're gathering at the moment, it appears that there are no identifiable cold wallet reserved for Quadriga. It appears that Quadriga was using deposits from their customer to pay other customer once they requested their withdrawals. So it looks like kind of like a pyramid scheme. Someone pays, someone withdraws, they give from the person that was paying. This does not happen in every withdrawal case by any means, but it happened very frequently towards the end of 2018, from November onwards. And as I mentioned, pretty much it looks like it's been planned. It does not appear that Quadriga has lost access to their Bitcoin holdings. It appears number of Bitcoins in Quadriga possession are substantially less than what was reported in Jennifer Robertson, Gary's wife, affidavit. So it looks like either she is not aware of what truly was happening, or she's just playing along, or maybe I'm just gonna throw my my thing. I'm assuming she probably doesn't have a clue exactly what's happening, because it obviously is gonna come to this point. If it's been planned, it's better that she doesn't know pretty much anything. So even if she is asked, she can't tell anything, because if she does know, eventually she may start to speak. But I'm not going to play here a policeman or devil's advocate, but that's just my feeling. It does not appear that at least some of the delays in delivering crypto withdrawals to customers were due to the fact that Quadriga simply did not have the funds on hand at the time. In some cases, Quadriga was forced to wait for enough customer deposits to be made on the exchange before processing crypto withdrawal requests by the customers. it's unbelievable to read this, simply because obviously that exchange was huge in Canada, and maybe people from the United States were using it as well. I personally myself never used it, but I'm pretty sure if we're talking about 150 200 million US dollars, a lot of people were using it. So after completing the analysis, in my opinion, Quadriga has not been truthful with regards to the inability to access the funds needed to honor customers' withdrawal requests, specifically for Bitcoin. Ethereum analysis coming very soon. In fact, it's almost impossible to believe that this is the case in lieu of the empirical evidence provided by the blockchain and corroborated by the volunteer information from former customers Quadriga, most interested parties in this subreddit. So without a doubt, the most interested people, and hopefully as a community, this will work out the best for the people that have lost money. Hopefully they haven't lost the money, although at the moment it looks like the money are not coming back, because if they were truly waiting for customers to deposit in order for them to be able to pay, that means this money have been stashed away. It's been planned and moved away, not in November, not in October, not in December, way prior to that. Probably was stashed away, we just don't know, and they were just playing in kind of like preparing for this exit scam. We're gonna follow the development. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the full report. Again, you're gonna find a link to it. It's a hell of a lot of a long report, but it's an interesting read, especially if you are if you lost the funds. You can track wallets, you can see what's happening, and that's just part one. I'm sure there are going to be more parts coming up, but eventually I believe, even as Jesse Powell said, and if he is asking even the police to contact him, it definitely means like an exit scam, which has been pre-planned, money being stashed away, and probably they're just hoping that they're going to execute it and leave happily ever after once everything is settled. I mean, I'm not going to question India or anything like that, but many have said it, if you read other people's opinion and whatnot, that yes, India is a corrupt country and anything could happen. If you have quite a bit of money, you could truly disappear in there, and people will produce a death certificate or whatever, probably pretty easy. Just my opinion, nothing else. I'm not questioning anything like this, but probably they can, for money they can produce the death certificate, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If I do learn more, I'll post it. I'll do definitely a follow-up video, and it's an interesting story. It's one that things like that are putting the community down, and hopefully this eventually will stop, because lots of us have lost money in different endeavors when it comes to cryptocurrency, and this is the latest. And especially with exchanges, unfortunately, yes, many say, well, not your key, not your crypto, but sometimes you do need to use the exchanges. You want to sell, you want to trade it. There are times that people do need to use the exchanges, and you can't just say you should have kept it in your wallet, because if nobody's using the crypto and is just keeping it in the wallet, then what's the point of crypto? It has to be used. Yes, exchange is just to sell, to trade, and nothing else, but that is part of the use cases, so that it can be used. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this contest, feel free to if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.